warm up for today, which is 11/20. Our first question is going to be one side of a tabletop is 12x minus 5 units long. Another side of the tabletop is 7x plus 4 units long. If the tabletop is square, what's the value of x? So they really want you to set these two equal to each other and then solve. So I'm going to solve that on the back. So 12x minus 5 equals 7x plus 4. I'm going to circle and box, and I'll decide that circles are going to go on the left, just because. So if that's the case, then I have to take 7x, zero it out. 12x minus 7x is 5x. Drop everything down, recircle, rebox. Now I got to move the boxes over. And then only thing that's left to do is divide by 5. So 9 divided by 5, should get 1.8 equals x. And there you go, answer A. Number 2 says pentagon ABCD is dilated to make ABCD prime. Which rule best represents the dilation of applied to the pentagon ABCD to create ABCD prime? So we can already knock off H and J because they are not multiplying. And then at that point, we have to find two matching points that land on some numbers, I guess, evenly. All right, either that or we can take two side lengths that land on a number evenly. Okay, so if I take the side lengths approach, then I have these two I can take. This line is on 2, this line is on 6. I have these two I can take. That lands on 2. That point lands on 6. I have these two I can take. They land on -2 and -6. Or I can take these two from the bottom. And those land on -2 and -6 as well. Okay? So if I take that approach, then new over old. All right, this one's obviously the new one because it has the little dash marks. So 6/2, that simplifies to 3. And my answer is G. Or you could have figured out where two matching points were. So here's the second approach you could have taken and said, like, maybe if you're taking old E and new E. So old E is at 2 and 1-ish. And then new E is at 6 and some other random point. Looks like 6.5, or sorry, not 6.5, but it looks like 3.5 or something like that. Okay. I'm going to take both of the X's in that case because they're both whole numbers and I know exactly where those are. New over old, 6/2. You still get the same answer of 3. Last one, we have that Mingmei can build 5 model rockets in 2 days. Which graph has a slope that best represents the number of rockets per day that Mingmei can build? All right, so keep in mind this right here. This is going to tell you kind of which graph you have to be able to pick. So as far as the model rockets, number of rockets, like on the Y here, your line has to be able to cross at 5. And then as far as the time in days, where the X's are, you have to be able to cross at 2. All right, so let's see. Let's look at A. So here's 5, and here's 2. I don't see any line crossing through there, so that's not right. Let's try B, okay? Here's 5, and here's 2. I don't see any line crossing through there, so no. Let's try D. Here's 5, Here's 2. So not quite. Let's try C. Boom, 5 and 2 right here. That's where 5's at. This is where 2 is at. Okay, so that one is your correct answer. All done with that.